Hi, I'm Greg from RVHaulers. We have a Volvo over my shoulder. This is a 2015. This is one of the newest used Volvos I've ever shown you folks. This one has a 12,500 pound front axle, 20,000 pound axles in the back. The engine is a D13, programmed right now for 500 horsepower. It's also the Eco Torque engine, so this is the one that lowers the torque, increases your fuel economy in the top two gears. It is a pretty nice maroon color, and at 267, probably when we're done testing, 269,000 miles, let's say. Let's go a little bit high, give some delivery mileage in there too. This is a very, very young truck, and of course, it's under warranty. We have probably 80 to 85% tires on the back. These are Bridgestone 22.5. These are really low rolling resistance tires, very high fuel economy. What's nice about this rear axle, I'll show it to you here. This is the one that has the locker in the back. So we're always looking to see that right there, which is the rear axle locker. And with a young truck like this, take a look at the frame. No rust, just a little bit of dust up there, but that's in super shape. I'll take you for a slow tour around him as well. He's got a little bit of dust on the paint, but I'll show you scratches. So we've got a couple scratches in the paint right there. I'll keep coming around. There's nothing to report down below. I have one chip on the leading edge of the jockey box door, right there. And if we come back and look at the leading edge of the sleeper, I have two that I found. I found this one and this one. There's Gregg and his picky rock chips again. I've got him idling right now. Oh, we're going by. I'll show you. There's our rear end ratio. So this is a 3.25, which is fabulous for fuel economy. Keeps our mileage, our RPMs really low when we're driving. And there's the D13 500 horsepower Eco Torque. And the 12,500 pound front axle. We've got the top of the line seats, but I'll take you inside in a minute. Just wait. Oh, door rust. 2015 has none. What Volvo has started to do, this little bit of kind of it's like a oil or some kind of a product they've been spraying inside the doors so that our moisture can't sit there anymore. So this is actually really, really good. This is a product that comes from the factory. It's a protective product that they've sprayed in those holes. And you can see, hey, take a look, there's moisture sitting there, but we just had some rain, so you'll see some water drops in the paint, but there's no rust on the driver's or the passenger side. The Michelin steer tires are at 80% as well. And nice hood mirrors have been installed. So there they are, the chrome backed versions. The headlights I would recommend we upgrade to David Dixon's. And the lower fog lights do have some pitting in them, and I would want to get that fixed. See how it's kind of hazed. And another thing I'd point out, here's our grill. I think we should replace this grill. I can start to see this bit of bubbling. Here's very little rock chipping around here. I do have a few across the top edge. Just hear that motor purring. Isn't it cool how you can stand so close to it and hardly hear it? The backs of the mirrors are both perfect. nothing to show here. It's a young truck. I will take you inside next. First, we'll take a look at the back of the sleeper here. So these tanks are 150 gallons. So they're the largest ones we can get. And there's, because of the fenders that have been on this truck, there's nothing here. There isn't a mark on the back of the sleeper. I'll hop up and show you the other side. Super clean. You know, no rub marks from any of the hoses. They've all been kept away. Gee, even the aluminum decking up here looks like new. And here we are inside. The steering wheel is just like new. Because it's so young, you'll see very little marks in the plastic. You can see where the hands were resting here. There's a little bit of wear on the inside of that switch, but on the other one, that's brand new. I have no dash imperfections or holes or scratches at all. Oh, I do have one mark. Where was it? It was on a cup holder. See this little, it looks like a edge of maybe a coffee mug always rested there or something. But coming around the passenger side, nothing to really report or show. The leather seat, this one's in very good shape. It doesn't have any stretches or marks in it. I'll show you on the driver's side seat that there is a wrinkle in the seat. You can see it right there in the seat cushion. So what I like to do with these is I'll have the seat taken off and they'll restitch they'll gather this leather edge here and pull it together and stretch that if you'd like it to be done. Look at the plastics on the door, and then I'll take it around the back. So here in the sleeper, this is what's really neat. They didn't even take the factory plastic off the floor. This is the way it comes from the Volvo factory. Now, there's a little split in the plastic, but what it tells you is it's had extremely little use back here. Even these cushions, these are the originals, and they're still there. Here in the back, we have all the LED light upgrade package has been put in this one, as well as the flat panel TV arm that folds out and faces rear. That's super. And this cubby is open for your microwave. We have 2 drawers, and then the refrigerator down below. So we've got curtains there that go all the way around the windshield for privacy at night, and the upper plastics and the upper glass, well, are perfect. There's not a mark up there. And I'll point out to you in the back, we're going to do another circuit here. This one has the factory Xantrex inverter installed, and the control panel for that is here in the rear. So there's our Freedom HF inverter control. You hit this button and it turns on, shows us our voltage level. It can show you what the current is, and we can see what kilowatts are being output, but right now, of course, there's nothing running. So that's a nice bonus as well. So that inverter is located here under the driver's side rear bench. The gray object on the left is the inverter. And then right there is the Webasto diesel-fired cab heater. And that green light, we always like to see that green indicator light solid. If it's flashing, it tells us there's an error. But it's all working.